Oh, a picture-perfect Midwestern afternoon for football. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Dances by him. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Flacco. This is Fant on the short completion. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Play action, Flacco. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Andrew Billings forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Setting up to throw, Flacco. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. Looking to put a drive together. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw is Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now it's Flacco. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3 and out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Flacco looks to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Gervon Dexter who got in to drop him. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That's caught, Andre Yoshivas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Passing play, Flacco. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 16. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's Flacco. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. This is Brown going up the middle. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He'll try to pick it up himself. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his leg.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throwing is Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Joseph Osai there on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time, as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Even after the penalty, still a full 7 yards to go on 3rd down. To the air, Williams. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Here's Flacco. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 6.
A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a first and 10. An inside give, Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Flacco. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Now Flacco. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Grady Jarrett busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On play action, here's Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. To throw, it's Williams. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Shamar Stewart in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The tight end in motion right. Flacco. Open man is Yoshivas. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, Flacco. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Operating out of the gun, Flacco to the sideline and incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flacco. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Ryan Rico now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something?
And all the way down to the 39. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it with second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DeAndre Swift. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have taken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Montez Sweat with a tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Another run for Brown on second down. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 3rd down, Flacco from the gun. He'll try to pick, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw, Williams. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. And this is going to be a touchdown. What problems with a snap, it leads to the block, and that in turn leads to 6 points the other way.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Looking to throw is Williams. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second down and 3. From the gun, here's Williams. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Williams going to look to throw again. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Williams. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. It worked there. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Demetrius Knight in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Well, we've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Chicago offense set to get started. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Back to throw. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, You can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. That pass complete to Moore. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To the air, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Looking to put a drive together. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's Flacco. This one complete to Yoshivas. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now it's Flacco. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. T.J. Edwards. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw once more. Here's Williams. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. Santos' kick is up and through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And after the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Flacco from the gun. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
P-Wright is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
24, Bears 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Looking to put a drive together.
To throw, it's Williams.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 2.
Operating from the gun, Williams.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage by Daxton Hill.
The Bears on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here comes the Bears punter now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Flacco. This is Fant on the short completion. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Flacco looks to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Fair catch, signaled for and taken.
Onto the field now come the Bears.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Looking to put a drive together. Williams now throwing to start the drive.
Williams looking to do it himself.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
They'll look to throw now on first down. On the shuffle pass, and it's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Williams. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Williams from the gun on third down.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Joseph Osai drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They'll go. Here's Williams.
He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, Flacco.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That's good.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Operating off play action, Flacco. Now he'll tuck this and run. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Handing it off to Brown.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Here's Flacco. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
At the 9-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's a give to Brown. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Now Flacco. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So now the Bears down by 2 touchdowns. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. The 2-minute warning, that's going to be their only chance to stop the clock, so they'll need to move quickly here on 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw, Williams. Zacchaeus here, hauling it in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Looking to throw is Williams.
Over the middle, complete. That's more. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Joseph Osai in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. To an goes Flacco, and that should be it. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working